Good evening and welcome to Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com. It's the PlayOnSports.com pregame show live from Prairie City Stadium here in beautiful Folsom, California. I'm Ben Schneider with Joey Gonzalez on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight we got a great matchup featuring the visiting Sheldon Huskies against the host Folsom Bulldogs. Sheldon comes into tonight's action with an overall record of 3-4, while the home team Folsom is 7-0 on the year. Joey, I've seen both these teams play. Sheldon was early on in the year. They only scored 3 points in a 56-3 loss to Elk Grove. They've rebounded. They've won 3 games on the year. They're looking for the big upset here tonight against this high-powered Folsom Bulldog offense.
Yeah, if they're going to make a big upset, if they're going to get a big upset, they're really going to have to go after trying to bring down Jake Browning. Jake Browning, he's the second-ranked passing leader as far as yardage goes here in the state. And what Folsom has done really good is done a great job of setting him back there in the pocket, giving him a lot of time to find his receivers. Generally, it's going to Philip Carter. But, as long as he's got time to run, or I should say time to find his receivers, it's going to be a long night here for Sheldon.
Absolutely. You mentioned Browning, 390 passing yards per game. Folsom ranked number 1 in the section, 27th in the state. They're led by the offensive guru Chris Richardson. I mentioned 7-0 on the year. It's a Delta River matchup for Sheldon, led by Herbie Berry. I mentioned they're 3-4 out of the Delta River League, looking for the upset here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And if they're going to get the upset, make sure that they're penetrating that line. Get Browning to be light on his feet to try to get him mobile, because one of the things he does not do is run real well. He's got 1 rushing touchdown here on the year. He's only got a few, rushing attempts, and those are the times he's been flushing out of the pocket. He's not. He follows a long, great line of Folsom quarterbacks, but unlike Daniel Graves and Tyler Trosane in the last couple of years, guys, quarterbacks that can actually get out there and be mobile, get out of the pocket and be mobile. Jake Browning doesn't have that, mobility. And I'm not going to say that he doesn't have that capability to do that, because he doesn't really have to an awful lot. They just give him time to sit back there and pick apart the defense. But you do want to see if there can get any pressure up front and see whether or not, you can get Browning, quick on his feet or give him some happy feet. At the same time, the defensive, secondary here for Sheldon is going to have to do a good job on those receivers to stay close, because Browning really can't get the ball out of his hands quickly.
Captains meeting out on the field. Let me give you those. For Sheldon, number 7, Teron Johnson. Number 19, Nolan Merker. And number 55, Kevin Haggard. For Folsom, Josiah DeGuara is one. Also, Devin Nooner and Josh Wormley. Jack Bodner is your 4th and final captain for Folsom. Teams are meeting at the 50-yard line right now. Our head referee today is Jeff Isham. Sheldon won the kickoff. They will receive the kickoff. That's going to do it for today's PlayOnSports.com pregame show. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a few moments. Friday Night Football begins next on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. right, well, they got to fix that clock, I'm imagining. Welcome back to Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com. Coming to you live from Prairie City Stadium in Folsom, California. I'm Ben Schneider with Joey Gonzalez on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features 3-4 Sheldon visiting 7-0 Folsom, getting ready for the kickoff here. I don't know why our clock says 3 minutes and counting down. They're going to have to fix that, and that's why we have a stopped play right now. But getting ready to kick off for the Bulldogs, number 15, Dean Whitman. Huskies won the toss. They elected to receive, trying to get the...
All right, so there we go. We get the announcement there. From
Sheldon, all-white uniforms with the blue numbers. Folsom in their traditional blue uniforms with the white numbers. Blue helmets for Folsom, white for Sheldon. Here's a block on the return, trying to make something out of nothing. Divion Holmes. And if you hear our PA announcer behind us in the background, I apologize for that. We're up here on the roof here at Folsom High School, and we're right below the speaker for the PA announcer. So if you tend to hear him over me, I do apologize. We're ready to rock and roll. Let me welcome in my broadcast partner tonight, Joey Gonzalez. Huskies looking for the upset here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And what they're going to have to do is get the running game out early. Lost to Oak Ridge last week, 63-7. Only touchdown came on a kickoff return. It was an 89-yard kickoff return, but that was their only touchdown. So Sheldon has been shut out of the end zone here a couple of times here in the last few games.
Merker, the quarterback, hands it off to Juniel. Maybe a yard. Folsom's got a good front seven.
Yeah,
they're
Folsom,
active.
Yeah, Folsom, and we have that experience of watching them last week. You know, it allowed Thomas Spurbeck there of Jesuit to get out on the edge and break a couple of long runs, but for the most part, they did a great job of stuffing the run, and that's what's going to happen here tonight.
In fairness to the Folsom defense, I think they had some second stringers, some JV players out at the game towards the end of that when Jesuit got a couple late touchdowns, but they were dominating the game for an out. Here's good protection, throw across the middle by the lefty. It is complete. They go back to Divion Holmes. Good. Hey, good protection there. That's a good start for Sheldon.
Yeah, one thing you want to do is go ahead and try to convert this first down. This third and 6 here if you're Sheldon. Just get off on a good start here, good foot, or a good note, I should say.
Keep that Folsom explosive offense on the sidelines because it's just a matter of time before Browning and company get going. So first down here, absolutely right move to change. Keep that Folsom offense on the sidelines. 3rd and 6 here, just underway here at Prairie City Stadium. Looking in the flat, here's a little post route, and on the slant, pass is complete to Keani McConnell, and there's a first down for the Huskies.
Oh yeah, absolutely, great job there by McConnell to find that seam, or I should say by, to bring that in, and a good start here for Sheldon going so far.
Sheldon led by Herbie Berry out of Elk Grove. Out of the gun is Merker. It looks like the option is going to flick it back, trying to find the edge. Spins back. Good positive yards there for Janelle.
Yeah, Janelle, he is the second leading rusher here in the Delta River League. Average his carries, he carries, I'd say, 3/4 of the load here for Sheldon. So Folsom's going to get a heavy dose there of Janelle.
And Sheldon, they've either won this year or been blown out. So they haven't played in a lot of close games, Joe. If they can get this, if they can stay within striking distance going into halftime, into the third quarter, they might have a chance for the monumental upset. Here's another run straight up the gut by Janelle. And he keeps his legs pumping, picks up about 3 yards. Going to be 3rd and very manageable coming up.
Yeah, doing a good job of we're getting pressure from this side. Eddie Flores, a cornerback, coming on a cornerback blitz there. Sheldon doing a good job of just getting the pass off or getting the snap off quickly there. Eddie Flores coming in late. But I like the momentum right now here that Sheldon is showing.
3rd and 1 here. Shotgun formation for Merker. And it's going to be good enough for a first down, Joey.
Yeah.
So second first down of the drive.
Janelle doing a good job of pushing. And I think one of the good things that's happening here for Sheldon is they're kind of running a sort of a hurry-up offense, not really spending a lot of time in the huddle. They break it, get the signal. Merker mentions the play real quickly, and then they come right out ready to move. So good momentum here early on for Sheldon. Because one of the things you want to do is try to get all those points up on the board if you're going up against this high potent
Under
Folsom
9
offense.
to go, opening drive for the Huskies. Moving left to right on your computer screen. Snap is fumbled, and doing a nice job of at least getting back to the line of scrimmage was Merker. He won't lose any yards on the play.
Yeah, Merker doing a good job of making something out of nothing there.
They actually give him 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the 43. Opening drive here. Thanks for tuning in. Our Sac-Joaquin High School Football Game of the Week alongside Joey Gonzalez. I am Ben Schneider. Happy to have you with us here on a beautiful night here from Folsom. Opening drive here for Sheldon. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right as Janelle in the backfield. On the end around, Sweet trying to cut back inside was Pohill. Pohill maybe gets another 1 or 2. Styles in on the stop for the Bulldogs. Going to be 3rd and 6 here. Another first down, Joey, and you ate up about half the clock here in the first quarter.
Oh, yeah.
So you get a first down here. It's already, regardless of what you do, already a successful trip for Sheldon. Out of the gun as they split McDonald to the left, trips McDonald to the right, trips to the left. Bulldogs going to rush 4. Going down the left sideline for it all. Jumping up and making the catch, but I think he's going to be out of bounds.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to give him the catch.
Oh, wow. An unbelievable catch. I thought, no. Oh, they are bringing it back. Yeah, I was going to say.
Like it was a catch.
It was a great catch there along the sidelines, but it was out of bounds, a little too high there. Intended there for Davion Holmes. Doing a great job reeling it in, but just could not stay in bounds. So you're going to have to punt it away. It's going to be interesting to see how Folsom plays this and what Sheldon can do here defensively against this Folsom offense.
Folsom's got a big strike offense. They can score a lot in a hurry. Rodney Ellison set to return for the Bulldogs.
Rodney Ellison awaiting.
Ellison lets it bounce. Now he picks it up at the 10. Gets by one guy, cuts up inside. Gets by a couple more guys. Stays on his feet out to the 25. A return of 15. Tackle made. A good open field tackle there by Johnson, one of the captains for Sheldon. And that's where Folsom will take over at their own 25. 7:06 left to go in the first. No score here on the Sac-Joaquin High School Football Game of the Week.
Yeah, Folsom, here comes. So we know that they come out, no huddle. They're going to keep this Sheldon defense on its feet, on its heels. They're just going to, pass it down their throat. It's we said, run and shoot, but more shoot than run.
Empty backfield for Browning, just a sophomore. 15 years old, did you say last week, or 16?
He is 15, yeah.
Should have been intercepted, actually.
He is 15, and you can see Sheldon's trying to bring the pressure, but they've got a great front line there by for Folsom. One of the remarkable things here about Folsom, talk about program, what they have. They've got 49 players on their roster. 30 of those are juniors or sophomores.
So Browning now out of the gun again. Empty backfield, trips to his right. They'll send a man in motion. Hand it off to him. He's got nothing but blockers in front of him. But good job of closing the hole by the Sheldon defense. Led again by Johnson. Lipnowski on the carry. Lipnowski's a good player, Joey. We saw him score, 4 touchdowns last week?
Yeah, he was. He gets really out onto the edge. As long as these players can get on the edge, they're going to be looking for daylight.
3rd and 4 here. It's big for Sheldon. Folsom doesn't have a lot of 3-and-outs on the year, just a handful. They throw it to the man in the second man in, and it's caught to Owen for Bulldogs first down.
Brought down by Taryn Peace.
Yeah, Lucas Owen really making a difference last week against Jesuit, and he gets involved here early on.
Opening drive for Folsom, moving right to left. Browning, the sophomore, good command of the huddle. This time he's got DeGuara in the backfield with him. Correction, it's Leolagi. Leolagi all the way to the Huskies 35. A pickup of 20 on the end around.
You can see how dangerous Leolagi is there on that play. Just taking it up right there, finding the hole, hitting it, and a big dangerous runner is Leolagi, or I should say speed runner is Leolagi.
Empty backfield again. Spread formation. Trips left. Low snap. They fake the screen. Tons of time. Throw across the middle. What a play. Good play batted down there by Pohill.
Yeah.
But too much time.
Yeah.
Got to put some pressure on Browning.
Well, they do. At that time, it looked to me that they only rushed 3. But looking at the Folsom line here, they've only given up 1 sack in the last 3 games.
That's impressive. Noble in the backfield now. He gets the carry. Bumbling, stumbling down to the. It was Lipnowski on the carry. As they spent Leologi in motion. Salerno in on the stop for the Huskies, who showing some fire here early on. 3rd and 4. Got to get a stop here. Make Folsom make a decision there on 4th. Looks like they're just going to rush 3. Out of the gun. Tons of time. Across the middle. Pass complete. Down to the 15-yard line. This time back to Lucas Owen. I think that's Browning's number 1 target on the year. He loves to go to Owen, especially on 3rd down situations.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, one of the good things here, Sheldon brought that extra defender, brought in that extra pass rusher, but Folsom doing a good job of just keeping up and having that extra blocker in there. They don't really have a tight end set. They don't really usually have a tight end, but they kept an extra blocker in there to protect Browning.
5:35 and counting. Good drive here from Folsom. Remember to start at their own 25. Good protection. Steps up in the pocket. Wants to run. Now he'll reload. Across the middle. Incomplete. Good coverage downfield by the Huskies on that one.
And you can see right there the command. I mean, Browning only a sophomore, but he's been training to be a quarterback here. Been working with co-coach Troy Taylor, former quarterback of the New York Jets, but has been working with them the past couple of years. You can see he really plays. Yeah, exactly. He plays a quarterback position like an upperclassman, and like a senior, he's really got command of this offense. And as you said, discipline, poise, does not get rattled.
Empty backfield now. 2nd and 10 from the 16. Looked like early movement. No flag down. It's a quarterback draw. Still on his feet inside the 10. Has a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal. Actually, it was a wildcat formation. Did you see who the ball carrier was?
Yeah, Josiah DeGuara right there. Yeah, it's lined up in the wildcat, and he just took it, sidestep one defender, and was able to get the push up ahead.
We're approaching the 5-minute mark here of the first opening drive for Folsom. Started at their own 25. And a timeout for Sheldon. Going to reload, get that goal line defense out on the field. We'll take a break as well. 5:13 left to go in the first. No score. You're listening to Sac-Joaquin High School Football Game of the Week on the PlayOn Sports Network.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Well, tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
So Sheldon head coach Herbie Berry going to call a timeout. Want to make sure he's got his goal line package down in there. Folsom looking to get on the board here first. Sheldon had a pretty good opening drive where they got a couple of first downs, ate some clock, but it's that bulldog machine on offense that we've seen. Marching down the field, had to convert a couple third downs, looking for the quick slant. Batted down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, good job there of the Sheldon defensive front. If they're not able to get up to Browning, close down on Browning, they're doing a good job of getting their hands up to try to deflect those passes.
McConnell with the big tip at the line, going to be 2nd and goal from the 5. Clock starts at 5:08 to go.
2nd and goal.
Folsom going to send Ellison far right. Handoff on the sweep, cutting back in, staying on his feet down to about the 2-yard line.
Harry Lipnowski.
Was Lipnowski.
Stop short.
It's 4-down territory, so Folsom's going to have 2 chances here to punch it in. Haggard and Salerno in on the stop for Sheldon. 3 and 4 on the year. They're going back to that Wildcat. DeGuara in the quarterback position out of the gun.
Third and goal.
Here, Sheldon already, I mean, you can see they want to blitz, really bring pressure here to stuff up those holes.
It's going to be an option. Flip back. And touchdown Bulldogs. On the option, Leolagi from 2 yards out gives Folsom an early lead, 6-0. Impressive drive. They go 75 yards, Joey.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw exactly Jake Browning do a great job there of commanding that offense, as he always does. And I got to give credit right there to DeGuara. Met pressure, got pressure up ahead. I thought Sheldon did a great job of playing contain, but allowed Leolagi, the trailer here, to get that pitch and just bring it in for the touchdown.
Traum set to kick the extra point. He's got a big boot right into that Bulldog, that inflatable Bulldog. Oh, this one is like Joey Gonzalez off the driver. Just a shake.
Didn't get past the ladies' tees there. I mean.
So we'll stay at 6-0. That wasn't even close. Not sure what happened there. Didn't get more than an inch off the ground. It was a Marcos Scudero single up the middle. 4:25 to go. Folsom on top, 6-0 on the Sac-Joaquin High School Football Game of the Week.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. Folks, you want to watch more of his school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Well, tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to PlayOnSports.com/SBP. So I know you're doing a great job there, Ben, of keeping up on the Giants game. You have an update for us?
Yeah, Panda just hit a home run, top of the 8th, 5-0 G-Men. Looking to send the series back to San Francisco Sunday night. Looks like they're going to. Now, Cardinals still have 6 outs, but looking good for the Giants. And I know Joey will give you some. We'll give you some high school football scores at halftime when they come in. Big weekend for college football. UC Davis and Sac State in action. Actually, Cal playing Stanford. Usually one of the last games of the year. Now it's been pushed to October, the big game down in Berkeley. It's a kickoff from the 40. Good kick. Good high kick. Taken at the 2-yard line. And a good return out to the 22. A return of 20 yards. Looked like Ben Trum on the... No, correction. Christian Rao.
Yeah, Christian Rao on the return. Just doing a good job here. Let's see what Sheldon's offense can do. We're usually running right there of Curtis Janil. We'll see whether or not they can get Janil out into space and see if he can break something here. Well, a couple of big high school games going around the area. Elk Grove and Franklin facing each other here tonight.
Here comes the blitz. Ooh, Merker, good decision to keep it. Had he pitched it back, could have been picked off.
We got a flag here, Ben, over on the far side
First
here.
penalty of the game. It's going to be a hold on the Huskies, negating a good play there by Merker for about 8 yards. You almost got to play a perfect game against Folsom.
Oh, yeah. I mean, absolutely. You can't have a lot of penalties. You know, as we saw last week, Jesuit and Folsom, there was a few penalties early there by Jesuit. Really put them in a hole after that big touchdown to open up the game.
So second, I'm not sure what they called there.
They must have picked up the flag.
I think they might have. It's 2nd and 4. Run up the gut, close to a first down. I've been impressed early out there. Juniel. He's close to a first down, about 1.5 yards short.
Yeah, they're going to give them, actually, they're moving the chains here, Ben, so able to get the impressive run there by Janelle, just keeping his legs moving. Able to pick up that first down.
Merker back out of the gun, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. and he has Janelle in the backfield with him. 3:48 left to go in the first. Low snap. It looks like an option. Merker going to keep it and maybe pick up a couple.
Yeah, it's one of those situations there with a low snap. Merker kind of just taking what he had there, what he was able to do.
Second and 9 at the 33.
Two to the left, two to the right. Shotgun Bulldogs going to rush 4. Good, picked up nicely. Throw to the left side, coming back and making the catch is
Devion Holmes on the receiving end of a Merker.
Devion Holmes.
Yeah, Devion Holmes doing a good job there of staying in front of the defenders, using his body to shield the pass, because Merker there throwing it into double coverage. He had the safety help there.
Holmes has been the number one target for Merker here early on. Been targeted 4 times, has 3 catches. 3rd and 4 from their own 38 with 2:40 left to go in the first. Here comes the blitz. Picked up nicely. Finds his man across. Has to beat the safety into Bulldog territory for the first down to Teron Johnson. Good job of picking up that blitz, Joey.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the third time I've seen Eddie Flores come in off that corner blitz, and they did a great job there. So Sheldon doing a good job moving the ball here with the second possession.
First trip to Bulldog territory for Sheldon here tonight, just their second possession. Trips left, Holmes in the backfield. They fake to Holmes, set up a little bubble screen to the left side, has a couple blockers in front of him, good yardage. Ball comes out. Was he down?
I think he was down. We'll see what the officials call here.
That's a killer if he wasn't, because the Huskies were moving the ball.
No, they had
that's
the ball.
Too bad.
Oh, man.
You almost, and I mentioned after the penalty, before it was picked up, penalties, turnovers going to kill you every time against this Bulldog team.
Oh, absolutely. You're just not going to give yourselves a shot if you can't stay mistake-free. You got to play perfect football. And unfortunately, it did not happen there for Sheldon. Sheldon, as you say, it was a great play, a great bubble screen, kind of giving Folsom a little dose of their own medicine. But unfortunately, the fumble there gives the ball back here to Folsom.
They're moving the ball. They picked up about 45 yards on that drive before the costly turnover. So we'll see if the Bulldogs can capitalize. They've been great this season, capitalizing after getting turnovers. +9 on the year. I should say minus. Is it -9 or +9?
It would be -9.
-9 on the year in turnovers.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Out to the 44, 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 after a short gain. Spread formation for the Bulldogs. 5 receivers. They wait for the screen, and the secondary for the Huskies showed up tonight.
Yeah, they are. They're really up there. These deep passes, they're doing a great job here of getting these deep passes. Some of that has to do with with Ben Alikovic there, who is leading or is second in the league as far as interceptions goes. He is a ball hawk here for the Sheldon defense.
3rd and 7. And they run it. Interesting call there. Lealagi up the middle. Could be one of those things where they have like the first 20 plays of the game scripted out already. So I just thought that was an interesting call on 3rd and 7 to run. But
it's interesting here, Ben. In Folsom's offense, in their season so far, there's only been one game here where Jake Browning has had more interceptions than touchdown passes, and if Sheldon's defense continues to do this, I mean, we might see some more rushing.
They're going to go for it here, 4th and 3, and they'll pick it up. Gutsy call there by Coach Richardson. Still in your own territory to go for it, but they go to Owen.
Yeah,
that's Owen's 3rd catch on a 3rd down here tonight. Got to get a guy on him. Maybe even extra coverage because Owen's been a killer here tonight early on.
Well, Coach Richardson has extreme confidence in his offense. They figure if they turn the ball over and, say, Sheldon were to score in the second position, they're just going to come back down and try to pass it down the throat.
Oh, look at this. Right sideline. Good run there by Lealagi. He picks up about 18 yards down to the – no, they're going to mark it all the way down to the 27. A pickup of 22 And a Bulldog first down now deep into Husky territory.
Yeah, great run there by Leo Logie. If Browning has a tough night passing the ball, then look for a big night here from Leo Logie.
Good protection, stepping up, going for the home run. Had his man, Ellison, open across the middle, but just a little bit too much air on that one.
Yeah, that would have been nothing but daylight there for Ellison had they were connected on that one.
24 seconds to go, and we've seen Folsom have 35-point leads at this point this year. So Huskies hanging in there here early on. 2nd and 10 now from the Husky 27. Colorful play cards coming in from the backup quarterback there, Alex White. Shotgun, good protection. They want to throw it out in the flat, incomplete. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Yes. Browning having a tough time connecting with some of his receivers here. Not very used to seeing that all too often, but I'm sure he'll get in rhythm. He's making the plays, he's making the completions when he has to, the conversions, I should say. But I'm sure he'll find his rhythm here and get going here shortly.
Big play here, 3rd and 10. High snap, Browning gets out of it. Throws across his body for the corner of the end zone, incomplete. I got to figure they're going to go for it here on 4th and 10.
Well, we don't see too often where Folsom settles for a field goal or will punt too often. So I'm with you. As I see, Coach Richardson's going to go ahead and go for it.
It's right in that danger zone we see in high school. Too long for a field goal, too short for a punt. Might as well roll the dice and go for it. You have one of the most explosive offenses in the state. Empty backfield, trips left, 2 to the right. I like to see the Huskies put a little pressure on here. They're showing blitz. See if they back off and they bring the heat. And Folsom going to call a timeout. We'll take one as well. 14 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Folsom with a 6-0 lead. They face a big 4th and 10 coming up after these words here on the Sac-Joaquin High School Football Game of the Week.
PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Folks, PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championships events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. And in just a moment, folks, we'll try to get you caught up about some of the scores and the high school action from around the area. As we said, a couple of big games going on tonight here. Ben, number 1 and number 2, Franklin and Elk Grove meeting up against each other. That should be an interesting game. And then down in the Sierra Foothill League, it's Del Oro taking on Granite Bay. So the rivalry continues there in Granite Bay.
Big play coming up here for Sheldon and for Folsom. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Make that 3. They put one in the slot here at the last minute. Just going to rush 3. Now they bring the heat. Picked up nicely. Into protection. Throw across the middle. Incomplete. So Sheldon holds. Big momentum changer there. Sheldon looking for the upset, the knockout punch here tonight. They get the 4th down stop.
Yeah, Sheldon defense doing a great job because they're holding, gave up a fumble, and usually when you give up turnovers there on Folsom, it's dangerous. So Sheldon having a good early showing here in the first quarter.
9 seconds left in the first. It should be the last play here in the quarter, barring an injury or a penalty. Oh, they run the draw. It looked like he had an open space covered nicely there at the last minute there by one of the captains, Devon Nooner. That's the end of the first quarter. Huskies holding tight here against the undefeated Folsom. Bulldogs 6, Huskies nothing here on the PlayOn Sports Network.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Well, folks, tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Folks, PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Folks, want to get you some scores here from around the area right now early on in Elk Grove. It is Franklin leading Elk Grove right now 7-0 late in the first, so good matchup going there. And then at the end of the first quarter, Intercom and River Valley find themselves tied up. And back here to second quarter action right here on your destination for high school sports.
Get you a lot more scores at halftime and throughout the second half here on PlayOn Sports High School Network, our Sac-Joaquin High School Football Game of the Week. Brownie. Lucky that one was an interception there.
Yeah, found his receiver right there, Sedarius Poel, out there. Covered well, but just what a nice pass, nice look, but just overthrown there.
Merker does throw a nice ball.
He's averaging 133 yards a game.
Lucas Owen on coverage. Third down.
Out of the gun here, he's got Janelle in the backfield with him. Bulldogs just rushing 3, but they come around the edge. Moved out of the pocket. Now steps back in. Puts his head down. Makes a pretty good yard. He's going to be short of the first, but he needed 10. He got about 8.
Well, yeah, I mean, I want to say, the PA announcer calls it a keeper, but I think it was a broken play there, and Merker doing a good job of making something out of nothing. Janelle just missing on that, picking it up on that on the edge there. Tackle got beat, and so Merker was flushed out of the pocket, doing a good job there of scrambling for that, but unfortunately brings up a 4th and 3. 4th and 3, I mean.
Back deep for Folsom. Rodney Ellison.
Ellison set to return for the Bulldogs. Ellison very dangerous in that punt return game.
Prepares to punt for the Huskies.
He's taken one punt to the house this year. Merker, the quarterback, set to punt. Throws right, kicks left. And it takes a Husky bounce. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. That's where the Bulldogs will take over their third possession of the game. They lead 6-0 with 11:38 left to go in the second.
Out of bounds near the 21, Folsom.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events and all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here. Folsom's offense kind of taking a little while to get out there, but as soon as they get out there, they get set, they're ready to roll.
Bulldogs won a bowl game last year. They're the 2010 CIF Division II section champions, so they got a good program here. Here's a slant. Could be trouble. First down, pickup of about 15 yards to Lucas Owen. Owen already got 6 grabs here tonight.
Yeah, you talk about the program here. Coach Richardson talking earlier about the lower levels, the JV doing a good job of developing the talent and teaching the players essentially how to play. And so when they get up here to his level, all he does is essentially just plug them into the right spots and then run their spread offense.
Empty backfield for Browning. Hand it off on the end around, getting away from one guy, cross field, 40, 30, finally knocked out of bounds about the 30-yard line. Lipnowski, a pickup of 34.
Holmes doing a good job there of saving a touchdown by Lipnowski, but Lipnowski was untouched all the way up until that point. So Sheldon's going to have to get it better here of applying pressure. Let's see if they can.
It's the longest play from scrimmage here for the Bulldogs here tonight. Empty backfield. Now they'll send Leolagi in motion into the backfield. Give it off to Leolagi. He's got it, and he's picked up about 6 up the left tackle this time.
Doing a good job there, that offensive line of just opening up some holes, allowing Leolagi that room, that space, getting deep into the secondary.
Under 11 to go in the second. Bulldogs on top 6-0 and driving. 2nd and 5. Look over to Richardson for the play call. Lipnowski in the backfield. Noble, Knox, and DeGuara split right. DeGuara in the slot. Good protection. Steps up. Throws. What a pass. Touchdown, Bulldogs. 27 yards. Browning to DeGuara. And Browning.
27 yards out.
Browning put that where only DeGuara could get it.
Yeah,
Perfect job of leading his receiver. DeGuara caught it in full stride for the 26-yard touchdown pass.
From my vantage point, you talk about the pass there it was a great pass there by Browning. Probably even a better catch there by DeGuara, catching that on his fingertips.
I think Folsom going to try to make up for the missed extra point. Go for 2 here. Usually not a bad call early on. Rolling right, throwing, has his man. Not even going to be a Husky player within 20 feet of him. They go back to DeGuara. So 10-19 left to go in the first half. Folsom on top, 14-0 here on the Sac-Joaquin High School football game of the week.
Folks, do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Well, tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Awaiting deep for Sheldon, Sedarius Polio, and Devion Holmes. Kicking off for Folsom, Ben Crum.
Tron to kick off. Holmes set to return for Sheldon. 14-0 our score. So a little squib kick going to be taken by the up man, by Rao. Ooh, Rao breaks some tackles. Good field position starting off for the Huskies. They'll start at their own 40, down 14-0 with 10-13 left to go in the first half.
Tackled by Hunter Hast. And Sam.
Yeah, Sheldon really going to have to do something here on this possession because, Ben, this is about the time in an area where Folsom really starts to pull away from their opponent.
Yeah, nice long scoring drive here, which is just what the doctor ordered for Sheldon. Take some time off the clock, keep Browning on the sideline. Looking left, throwing, has his man caught to Holmes. Well, Sheldon looks,
Complete to Devion Holmes.
they look a lot better than the team we saw about a month ago. Lost 56-3 to Elk Grove. They're looking pretty good tonight. Pick up a 6 on 4, 2nd and 4 now. Doing a good job of getting positive yards on first down. Haven't had a lot of 3rd and long. So you want 3rd and manageable. They're doing a good job of that. Just run up the gut. Going to be a first down into Bulldog territory. Down to the 42-yard line and pick up a 16.
That draw play there for Janelle seems to be working very well here so far for the Huskies.
Tackled by Hunter Hast.
You know, a heavy dose of Janelle here for the Huskies here on this possession might serve them well.
Under 10 to go in the second quarter. Trips right. Johnson, Noble, and it looks like they hand it off to Jacob
Kamek.
Kamek.
At the line.
Yeah, Kamek not getting anywhere
48, Devin
on
Booth.
that time. That time, Folsom D-line doing a good job giving that push.
2nd and 11 after the 44.
They'll lose a yard on that carry by Kamek. Approaching the 9-minute mark here in the second. K-Mac in motion, going to throw him in the flat. He's got nothing but space in front of him. Burls his way ahead, spinning and twisting down to the 35-yard line. They get 9.
Yeah, nice run there by K-Mac, just taking it from the backfield. You can see just a solid runner, lowering his shoulder, trying to get those extra yards there for the Huskies.
3rd and 2. Here's that 3rd and manageable I was talking about just a second ago. Holmes in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the short side of the field to the right. Out of the gun. Waits for it, hands it off. First down up the middle. Good-looking drive here for the Huskies. Started at their own 40.
Yeah, and I was looking, exactly, just the type of play you want to draw up in that situation. Just a draw play here for Janelle. Right up the gut.
To the Bulldog 29.
Sheldon doing a good job of running the ball out of this pistol offense. It's pistol formation.
The Merkers look good. Folsom bringing heat. Oh, dangerous pass into double coverage, Joey. Lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Well, it was a kind of a duck of a pass there because Merker was knocked to the ground. Folsom doing a good job of getting to Merker there. Yeah, but you're right. Luckily that it was not picked off.
2nd and 10 for the 29. Sheldon came to play. They've had some unfortunate turnover on their last possession, but all 3 drives they've mustered some first downs. We mentioned you got to keep that Bulldog offense on the sideline. They did a nice job of that, containing some long drives here. Now Merker out of the gun. Hands it off to Holmes, and he's going nowhere. And actually, there was Janelle.
Up the middle.
Big hit there, led by Eddie Flores and Chaz Arnold.
Yeah, Eddie Flores has been coming in, getting really involved early. And now you got a 3rd and long situation here, Ben.
Yeah,
just kind of
it's gonna be
opposite
3rd
of
and 9. Noble split right. Looking right, going to the corner, and overthrown. They got one-on-one coverage. Penalty marker comes in. It's going to be pass interference.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm going to be surprised there because it just was not going to be a catchable ball there at all. Regardless of how close they,
Penalty flag.
I'm trying to see the receiver over on that side.
Well, 81, right?
That's what the PA announcer said, but, looking at my roster.
I don't have an 81 either.
Oh, no, they're moving. No, it is.
They're just marking it off, yeah.
My mistake there. I looked up. I thought they were moving Sheldon back. But, yeah, I mean, for me, I'm surprised that the official threw the flag there. It just did not look like it was going to be catchable. But any kind of contact, I think Sheldon catches a break here and winds up here first and 10 for
They'll
the 15.
take it on a drive that started at their own 40. 1st and 10 for the 14. Looking left. Now the handoff on the draw, straight up the gut. Good play there. Close to a first down. Sheldon doing a nice job of mixing the pass and the run.
Yeah.
Some series they'll pass on first. This time they run on first. So doing a good job of mixing up the offense.
Well, they do. They are more of a more balanced team than, say, Folsom. Averaged about 133 yards a game through the air and 170 on the ground. So difference of about close to about a 40-yard difference there. But Sheldon doing a great job of keeping Folsom's defense honest here.
Here's that jumbo package. And to go up another fumble. That's unfortunate. And I think Folsom has it, so they do.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. On a fantastic drive, Janelle and Lucas Owen falls on it. But that's just devastating. You go all the way down inside the 5-yard line and you cough it up.
Well, not only does it just kill a drive there, Ben, but sometimes, I can kill morale there.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow.
And Folsom is capable of going the 90, the 90-plus yards, what do we have, 95 yards within a matter of minutes. So, I mean, we've seen that from them before.
First and 10 at the 4.
So Folsom will try to make Sheldon pay, doing a nice job starting off on the quarterback keeper.
Josiah DeGuara.
Actually, it's on the Wildcats, Navarra.
Tripped up by Devion Holmes.
Yeah, DeGuara doing a good job just
And
getting
Folsom, first down.
room here for Browning.
Out to the 16.
Out of the gun, as he is 99% of the time. Throw across the middle to Lealagi. And Lealagi fighting for the first down.
Complete to Bailey Lealagi.
Yeah, it's going to be close. I think they will give him the first down, but good job there by Browning getting rid of the ball here quickly. Just dumped it off to Leolagi as he got into the just
First
behind
down,
the
Folsom.
defensive line.
Out to the 27.
Again, it's just 2 plays, a matter of 2 plays here, and Folsom's moving.
Yeah, now they're a big strike offense. That's all it takes sometimes. Here's a throw across the middle. Flag comes in.
Complete to Harry Lipnowski.
Yeah, doing one of the great things they do real well there is they are able to pick up the package. They had the corner rushing there from the corner. That's Teron Johnson coming in, but doing a great job. Now that looks in the vicinity. It could be a holding going against Folsom, and that may be one of the reasons why Browning was so available to.
Against Folsom.
Yeah, why Browning was able to get that ball away so easily. But I think it's holding there to me. It looked like it's going against.
Both teams played pretty clean. That's only the second or third penalty we've had here this evening.
Yeah, well, first on Folsom there. So
Yeah,
and
right.
we don't see that too often there. Folsom, very, as you said, very well disciplined, very clean game. But Cody Creason there, the sophomore, playing the left tackle there, getting called on the hold.
So first and 22 from their own 15 as we approach the 6-minute mark of the first half. 14-0 Folsom on top. They got a couple of touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. Good defense here. That's going to be a late hit if they call it. It looked like Johnson drove him out of bounds and then kept with him, but no call.
Harry Lipnowski carried off the sidelines by Taryn Johnson.
Johnson doing a good job of just playing contained there, not allowing Lipnowski to hit that edge, because we've seen it a couple times here already tonight. Lipnowski hits that edge and he's gone.
Play action, rolling right, throwing to the right sideline, incomplete. Good effort. Line judge was right there to make the call. Pass was intended for Owen, number 1 receiver for Folsom on the year.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, Lucas Owen doing a good job of trying to keep his feet in bounds, but just incomplete there. But correct me if I'm wrong. I think in high school and college, you only need the 1 foot in bounds. Yeah. So.
How about a little pressure here? Don't want to give Browning too much time, but no, they're just going to rush 3. I kind of disagree with that. On a 3rd and 22 where they're most likely going to pass. I mean, Richardson's not a conservative coach.
No.
Sheldon going to call a timeout before the snap took place, so we'll take a break as well. 5:46 left to go before half. 14-0 Folsom on top on the Sac-Joaquin High School football game of the week.
PlayOn Sports is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. You want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Well, folks, tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Yeah, so you said it here, Ben. I mean, I'd be surprised if Sheldon does not bring pressure.
Just maybe bring in another lineman, maybe rush one of the linebackers. Just don't give Browning all day back there. That's all I'm saying. Looks like they're rushing 4 this time. Here we go. Low snap, taken. Good protection throw across the middle, but just back to maybe the original line of scrimmage. So good job of the Huskies hold.
We'll see here. Now it brings up 4th and 10. We'll see whether or not Coach Richardson will decide to go for it.
Man,
which I'm guessing he's going to go.
Riverboat gambler. He's only at his own 27. Good, big confidence in their defense. Unbelievable. I don't agree with this call. Well, maybe they're trying to draw him off.
Well, you draw him off, you're still only getting 5 yards.
Yeah, I don't see how you could go for it here this deep in your own territory.
Yeah,
Can't
maybe
give
that's
the ball to them on the 27. Richardson wants to talk it over. We'll take a break as well. 5:08 left to go in the first. Bulldogs 14, Huskies nothing.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, folks, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events from all of sports across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. Folks, do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Well, tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports school broadcast program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
They are going to go for it. Unbelievable. Oh, they got great confidence in their defense. Remember, Sheldon's turned it over a couple times. You can't always expect that. All day to throw, and the gamble pays off as they hit the blackjack.
You know, they just what happens there is the DBs just get beat off the line there. Lebnowski, quicker than his defensive back, the guy covering him. And so that's the situation that happens. And so if you're not bringing pressure, you got Browning all day, it's what's going to happen.
Oh, good pressure there, and a quarterback sack, the first of the night for the Huskies. And it was give credit where credit's due. Do you have a 62 on your roster?
Jonathan Sanchez. Yeah, and Jonathan Sanchez in on the tackle on the sack there for Browning and Folsom. That's the first sack here in about 3 weeks that Folsom has given up.
Loss of 3, 2nd and 13. Still can't believe they went for it on their own 27. Here's a big hole up the right guard. First down into Husky territory, down to the 35. Pick up a 24 for Legnoski.
Yeah, that's Folsom football for you. Just go out there. Coach Richardson dares the opponent to stop them, and more oftentimes than not, Richardson comes out on top.
4:15 left to go. Huskies playing tough. Couple of key turnovers, really, their doom tonight. One at the 5-yard line, one at the 30 about. Empty backfield. Browning looking right. Throws to the man making the out move.
Yeah, well,
Rodney Ellison.
Yeah, if you think about it, Folsom's working on a 95-yard drive right now.
Ellison's a hell of a player. They got a lot of weapons on this Folsom team when you talk about Leolagi and DeGuara and Trumbull even, and Ellison and Owen. Owen's had 3 first-down conversions tonight.
Yeah, and you don't forget it, Carter as well.
Listen, Leolagi in motion. It's a quarterback draw. Straight up the gut on the Wildcat to DeGuara. That's been effective every time they've done that tonight.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of DeGuara, a lot of Levnovsky and Leolagi. What you haven't seen a lot of is Philip Carter or Troy Knox, who are actually leading.
They haven't needed them.
No.
Oh, not fooling anybody there, and a good stop there by Sanchez again.
Yeah, Sanchez doing a good job busting through that line and getting through there. But, yeah, I mean, just to tell you, four of the Folsom receivers are in the top 5 as far as the Delta River League in receiving yards.
That's impressive.
So,
well, when your quarterback throws for 390, there's a lot of love to be spread around. 3:25 to go. Folsom knocking on the door. 2nd and 11 from their own 14. Late sub comes in now. Empty backfield for Browning. Fake the handoff to Leolagi. Steps up and going to get back to maybe the line of scrimmage.
Keeper by Browning. Hit by 62, Jonathan Sanchez.
Sanchez again. He's having a monster. Under 3 to go. 3rd and 11. 4-down territory, obviously, for Richardson and the Bulldogs. Folsom does have 1 timeout left if they should use it. 5 DBs in the game for Sheldon. Good protection. All day to throw. Waits for the slant to open up. It's going to be close to a first down. I think they got it. I think it's going to be to who else? Owen.
Well, one thing you didn't see there in that situation is they're not getting any pressure off the edge here. In terms, the Huskies aren't getting any pressure off the edge, and so Folsom just doing a good job there of just bottling up, keeping a nice pocket around Browning.
Timeout, Sheldon.
Sheldon going to call a timeout. We'll take a break as well. 2:06 left to go in the first half. Folsom on top, 14-0, but knocking on the door here on the PlayOn High School Sports Network.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Folks, tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. And do we have a final there on that?
No, not yet.
NLCS? No.
Don't want to jinx it. I'll give you a final when we get there.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's tough, but I mean, with the Giants coming out early. It was early good showing there early by Zito.
But think about Zito. I mean, if he doesn't make $19 million a year,
he's
had a great year.
You're right.
He goes 15-7, but the fact that he makes if he made $2 million a year, they had nothing but good things to say about him. But you always got to live up to that contract.
You got the wildcat
fourth down.
Yes.
Oh, they didn't give him the first. It looked like they had the first from our vantage point. Ooh, second effort. I think he got it. But it looked like initial contact had him short. Still going to be close. Big hit there by the Huskies. Matele. Oh, they're going to measure it.
It was Kendall Haggard, the first one into the backfield there for the Huskies, getting hands around DeGuara, but DeGuara just slipped through his grasp, and that was the second effort there. So this is going to be very close here, Ben.
Sheldon could use a break. He's short. Sheldon holds. How about that? So, interesting turn of events. Because remember, Huskies fumbled inside the 5.
Right.
Folsom goes 90 yards the other way, and they turn it over inside the 5.
Yeah, turn it over on down.
Unbelievable.
So great job there. Great fourth down effort there defensively by the Huskies. Now they got 2 minutes and 1 second to work to try to take this the other way, the other 95 yards here. Actually, we'll say 97.
Wow, so both teams with fantastic drives, but unable to punch in the red zone.
I gotta say, this is surprising.
Handed up off the right guard. Big hit, but a pickup of about 4.
I gotta say, this is a surprising first half for me here, Ben. For Sheldon to hold Folsom to only 14 first half points here so far. I mean, still plenty of time. No telling what's going to happen here in the last minute 44. But impressive first half showing here by the Sheldon defense.
I agree. And remember, they fumbled inside the 5, so it could very well be 14-7. And another fumble at the Bulldog 30. The thing is, their DBs have played well. Their secondary's been fantastic. I mean, Owens had some big catches, but for the most part, they've been able to hold Browning manageable. There's a throw to the left side for about 3, going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to want to make sure that you convert this 3rd down here because you do not want to give the ball back with short yardage on this Folsom offense. Because definitely, if I'm Sheldon, you're going to be punting on 4th down if you can't convert here.
Third and 6, under a minute to go. Yeah, I like this call. Just run it. You don't want to turn it over deep in your own zone with an interception. But that being said, they have fumbled twice. I would have taken a knee there. But Folsom calls a timeout, so they're going to make a punt. I thought they were out of timeouts.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought they had lost.
I think they had it wrong on the scoreboard. But so Folsom will get the ball back after the punt with about 33 seconds to go. That was Folsom's last timeout. Thank you to our
producer, Brian.
To our in-game producer, Brian Hessler. Victor Adams, our videographer, doing a fine job here up on top of the roof. Right here at the 50-yard line. Got the best seat in the house. Not too chilly.
Last time I was up here was August 31st was a Folsom taking on San Ramon Valley. And the wind was blowing so hard, so cold that night. It felt like a late October night. In late August. Unbelievable. Yeah, the weather that night. So we do have a final.
Yeah.
In that.
See you on Sunday at the AT&T Park. Very exciting stuff.
As I keep saying, as I said in the last series, the Giants just needed to win one. Make it turn it into a one-game series, and anything can happen.
Gosh, if Sheldon. Oh, man, high snap. If Sheldon gives up points here, that's just devastating because they've played a fantastic first half. And they should be happy down 14 considering they fumbled inside the 5.
Yeah.
Wow, this is dangerous, though.
It is. 30 seconds to go. Plenty of time here for this Folsom offense.
Prevent D, keep the offense in front of you. Don't want to bunch up and get beat on the outside, that's for sure.
And that's exactly what's happening is these Folsom receivers are just beating the defense right off the line, right from the get-go, and that's why they're able to get separation so quickly. And, compound that with only rushing 3, giving Browning plenty of time to throw, he's going to pick them apart.
Good protection. Right sideline. Oh, that's what you want to do with no timeouts. Work the sidelines.
No,
now they're saying incomplete. The additional line judge said it was complete, but the referee came in and said, no, sir. I had a better glance at it.
So brings up 2nd down here. But, if I'm Coach Barry, I'm bringing in at least 4. They're only rushing 3, and so they're down. They're getting no kind of pressure here on Browning. But the receivers really.
They rush 4 this time, throw across the field. Complete, out of bounds. That's what you want to do. This time to Philip Carter. Carter's first reception of the night.
Yeah, that's when you want to get your safety help come in. 20 seconds to go. I mean, Browning is well within his range here to get it into the end zone.
Oh, there's a sack right up the gut. And that, unless Folsom can get up and spike the ball, maybe go for a Hail Mary. Wow, what a play there. Joe, did you get a number?
Yeah, delayed blitz there by Kendall Haggard.
Yeah, Haggard's had a fantastic first half. Browning is able to spike it. That should have been third, right? So this will be fourth.
Yeah, this will be fourth.
So Hail Mary time.
Yeah, great job there defensively by Haggard. Just on the delayed blitz, they rushed in three. Or I'm sorry, they had rushed three that time. Allowed for the center possession to double team one of the defensive tackles. And Haggard came in screaming, just getting untouched and right up the middle, bringing down Browning. Good play there by Haggard.
Haggard's had a good first half. The entire Sheldon defense played well. Just don't give up anything here is the big thing. God, how devastating would that be? I'd put the safeties back at the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
They're up a little close for my liking.
Too close, yeah.
This should be the last play of the first half. Going across the middle. Incomplete. No, 2 seconds, but was that fourth?
That was fourth. Second down there. Yard marker shows second.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
It was first incomplete, second sack. That was.
Well, no, I forgot.
Oh, they had the
before
penalty.
They had the first. Yeah, they had the converted a first down there. Philip Carter had converted a first down, and so on that sack should have been first down.
That's what I.
And then so that should have been third down. Yeah.
Third. Either way, this is going to be our last play. Get that safeties back there a little bit more. There you go. Drop him
deep.
To
Philip Carter.
Here they go towards the end zone. Oh, my gosh. Touchdown. Bulldogs on the Hail Mary. Unbelievable. And Herbie Berry is upset about something. Unreal, Joey.
Well,
35 yards on the last play of the second half.
Well, you can see Coach Barry arguing with the clock, not starting the clock on time, and running at. And that's what, to me, that's what it looks like the argument was. We thought that they had burned it down.
I thought that was fourth down on the previous play. Because sacked on first,
right.
Spiked the ball on second, incomplete third. Extra point is up and in. It's all academic. Wow. Devastating finish for the Huskies on an otherwise well-played first half. And that's the end of the first half of play. Entertaining ball game here from Prairie City Stadium with the Folsom Bulldogs leading the Sheldon Huskies by a score of 21-0. We'll be back in a few moments with the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. Halftime score, Folsom 21, Sheldon 0. Check 1, 2. Okay, cool. And welcome back to the PlayOnSports.com halftime show, coming to you from Prairie City Stadium in Folsom. I'm Ben Schneider alongside Joey Gonzalez. Our halftime score is Folsom 21, Sheldon nothing. An entertaining first half, Joey. You got a Hail Mary there at the end. You had a fumble inside the red zone. A couple of big sacks by Sheldon. I think they definitely showed up to play in this one.
Oh, yeah. Sheldon really, to be honest with you, outside of that last Hail Mary touchdown grab there by Folsom, has been doing a great job here defensively. Up till that point had held Folsom only to 14 points, which was actually a surprise considering the way they've been blowing out people here throughout this part of the early part and now here midway through the season. But some controversial play there at the end. Unfortunately, we were unable to get the clarification.
Sheldon's head coach, Herbie Berry, was
Yeah.
very upset about something. He's still out there talking to him. He thinks that either he thinks that was they gave him one more down or they didn't start the clock when they should have. He feels like something was wrong there.
Right.
I'd love to get an explanation from him. I couldn't find any Sheldon coaches that were available to talk at halftime, so we'll fill you in if we find out any further information about what Coach Berry's so upset about. But another key play that first half was stopping Folsom inside the 5.
Right.
They punch it in there, then they get a ball back. Maybe it's 28-0. So that was huge to Folsom inside the red zone, come away with nothing. That hardly ever happens. Sheldon, they've been moving the ball well. Remember, they had a fumble at the Bulldog 30 and a fumble inside the 5.
Right.
So if they can hold on to the ball, sustain some drives, keep that Folsom offense on the sideline, they still got a puncher's shot at the upset here. However, Folsom's going to start the second half with the ball. They get a touchdown there. I'm going to say it's all over. You stop Folsom on this opening drive, get the ball back. You see where you're at. But I don't think they can fall behind by 4 touchdowns and make a run at it.
Talk about going out on their limb there, Ben. There.
Well,
I'm just giving you a hard time. But you're right. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to find a way to stop here, Sheldon. They gave up 21 points, and you know what? I mean, Sheldon, it's a tough task. I mean, Folsom, they're ranked 27th here in the state, ranked number 1. They're the top team here in the section, which it boggles my mind. I don't know how they're ranked. CIF, how they're ranked number 1 in the section. Yet SAC-B has them ranked 3rd in the area themselves. But that's the case here. So a lot of work cut out here for Sheldon, but it's going to start here, in its first possession here defensively there for the Huskies.
Do you want to give us our scoring drive?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
no problem. No worries.
So looking up at it was Bailey Leolagi first with a 2-yard touchdown run for Folsom. Also, DeGuara had a 27-yard touchdown catch from Jake Browning. Unable to convert, got the 2-point conversion, so that made it 14-0. And then, of course, late in the second half was that just as time expired, was that Hail Mary batted down first by a Sheldon defender, but tipped to Trace Noble, found the hands of Trace Noble. He was able to walk it in for the 35-yard touchdown grab. So good, big heads-up play there by Trace Noble.
All right, entertaining first half. That's going to wrap it up for the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Friday Night Football return in just a few moments to the start of the second half, right here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Just about ready to start. Waiting deep for Folsom, Rodney Allison.
So this is going to be a big opening kickoff here for Sheldon to see whether or not they're going to be able to pin this offense deep.
Nice kick, end over end.
David Ortiz.
Ortiz picked up by Allison. Allison up the left sideline. Good return out to the 25 of about 24 yards. That's where Folsom will start for the opening drive here in the second half. All blue uniforms with the white numbers, the blue helmets, and the white F on the side of the helmets. They're going to be moving left to right on your computer screen here on the Play On Sports Network. Sac-Joaquin section game of the week here with Brian Hessler and Victor Adams alongside Joey Gonzalez. I'm Ben Schneider. Entertaining first half. Very exciting, close to it on the Hail Mary pass. About 35 yards after the deflection, Knox caught it. It's one of those things for you go for the interception and don't get it, you always want to knock it down. If you knock it down but don't knock it all the way down, you want to intercept it. So it's hard to judge on those Hail Marys what exactly you're supposed to do. One thing you can do is get to the quarterback and not give him the opportunity to throw that.
Leo Logie having a great run there. Having just a big night here as Knox and Carter have almost been shut down here for most of the night. Leo Logie has really done a good job stepping up.
I don't think I've ever heard a P announcer give credit on a block on a long run. This guy's different, that's for sure. There's a loss of 2 on the run. They try to go up the left tackle.
Part of the charm here of calling a game and the campus of at Prairie City Stadium.
I'm learning new tips. I do the American River PA announcing. And maybe tomorrow I'll give credit to a big block. Who knows? Approaching the 11-minute mark here in the second opening drive here for Folsom with a 21-0 lead. But the spread was 56. So Sheldon's playing well. There's a run up the left side, pushing the tackler. Is close to a first down.
I'd like to ask where you went up there and got the well, I believe Max Preps usually gives the
no, I got a Bodog.com.
Oh, Bodog, all right. I was going to say, to get the spread there.
Well, it's 56, so even if they double that, it's only 42. So if you took the Huskies, you're in good shape. Empty. Oh, he's going to take it under center to QB sneak, get the first down. Good heads-up play. He does play like a senior, doesn't he?
He does. I mean, and he's just a smart player, very intelligent. And you can see, I mean, he's been out there. I mean, when he's had to get mobile, he can get mobile. So it's not so much that he's not able to run and unwilling to run. It's just that he gets so good protection. He's very good. He's got a strong arm, and he can pick apart a defense.
Yeah, remember before that Jesuit game, he only had 1 rushing attempt on the year. They bring the heat this time, and that's what you want to call a screen on the blitz. What a play call. I don't know if they knew the blitz was coming or they already had the screen set up, but that worked out perfect for Ellison. They pick up 20 yards and another Folsom first down.
Yeah, great job there by the Folsom offense of picking up that blitz and just setting up the right, it's one of those things. You dial up the right play call for the right defense there.
At the Sheldon 30.
Now at the 30. Remember, this drive started at their own 24. In less than 2 minutes, they've gone 60 yards. Looking back for the call from Coach Richardson. Browning has it, delivers it to his offensive lineman. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Trying to set up the screen. Not sure who he was throwing that one to. It's going to be incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Incomplete to Harry Lipnowski.
So Sheldon's going to really have to tighten up here. Really have a couple of big plays, bang plays. Folsom's doing, they're playing like Folsom, moving the ball well. Sheldon's really going to have to tighten up here defensively.
Empty backfield. They said White in motion. Pressure comes. They set up the screen. And it's to who else? Leo Augie. No, Ellison on the screen. They've worked that play twice now on this drive. Got about 30 yards each time.
Yeah, I was going to say one of the things that I'm seeing here already, is Sheldon's doing much more, is bringing the pressure a lot more often already here on these drives. But the Folsom offense doing a good job of just dialing up the right play call, setting up that bubble screen, and now really able to move the ball.
Under 10 to go. They'll send DeGuara in motion. They wanted to set up a little pass to Lipnowski, but a penalty marker comes in. Illegal motion is what the call is going to be on Folsom. Back them up 5.
Against Folsom.
Yeah, not exactly sure who moved there.
I don't think the man in motion was completely set. Yeah. Well, Folsom on top 21-0, but Sheldon's played tough. They've had a couple key turnovers deep in Folsom territory, and the long pass at the end of the first half Other than those key plays, they're right in this thing. Empty backfield now for Browning, just a sophomore. Short drop, throws across the middle, has his man, almost runs to the official. He's going to run in for a touchdown. 17-yard pass from Browning to Trace Noble, the senior. And it's 27-0 Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's Noble just taking that slant route right, down the seam, and Browning doing a good job of finding him wide open. And something that Sheldon's defense could ill afford was just to give up a quick touchdown.
So Folsom goes 84 yards in 2.5 minutes. Not bad efficiency there. Extra point is good. 28-0. 9:29 left to go in the third. Right here on the PlayOn High School Sports Network.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Folks, PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Traum only stands about 3 feet behind the ball. It's very unusual for a kickoff because they're just doing that and just pooching it.
Well, yeah, we saw
18 has it. That's Rowell.
Well, we saw that last week against Jesuit. They just pooch it. If he does kick it deep, he will give himself some more room. But it's all about, he's got a tremendous – Coach Richardson's got tremendous confidence on his defense to hold his opponent, and he's looking for short field to work with. But obviously, we've seen Folsom can work from any point, any place here on the football field.
So we'll see what the Huskies have up their sleeve here in the second half. First possession, moving right to left. Browning, make that. Merker out of the gun. Junell for maybe one.
A draw play was really working well in that first half there for Sheldon. Unable to convert anything, but it'll be interesting to see whether or not they can dial that up.
Junell stays in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Folsom going to rush 4. Now they bring the heat up the middle. Pass was tipped. Was it intercepted? It was. That's not on. I don't put that one on.
On Merker.
Yeah, on Merker.
But he was hit as he let go of the ball. Pass, as you said, the pass was tipped, and he just had the safety there sagging behind and right place at the right time. And unfortunately, that's the third turnover there for Sheldon. Again, we said it at the beginning of the ball game here, Ben. It's just you give up the ball here with Folsom. They're gonna hurt you with it.
Merker's still just a junior, so he's got another year of seasoning. They throw it out into the flat, making one man miss. Now cutting up, making another miss, dragging defenders all the way is Leolagi. He's a youngster too, just a sophomore. Down to the 25, a pickup of 18 on first.
Folsom's got a lot of youth on their roster. 30 of their, they've only got 19 seniors on this roster of 49.
Direct snap, straight up the gut, could be trouble. First down. It is a first down, and they run that wildcat with DeGuara. That's been money in the bank all day, every time they've ran that.
Yeah, after watching Folsom here, say about 3 times now, that's the third time watching Folsom. This is the most I've seen them run that Wildcat. I've seen DeGuara come in and run it a couple of times, but Coach Richardson really letting all the tricks out of the bag here in this ball game.
First and 10 now, all the way back to the 13. Bang, bang, just like that. Folsom looking for the blowout, knockout punch. Time, throws to the corner, no, incomplete. Dangerous pass there as Peace was right there to pick it off.
You know, it would have been interesting to see if Sheldon would have been able to hold, to see what kind of game plan they would have come back, what adjustments they would have come back with here in the second half. But it's what Folsom does. They really start opening it up on the second half. They get re-energized there and start marching, and that's where the points really come from.
Second and 10 now for the 13. Owen in motion. Rolling right is Browning. Throw across his middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a pass. Wow. I think it stays that up to 1.
I saw
no, it is a touchdown. Lucas Owen, 13 yards, and it's 34-0 Folsom.
Yeah, I saw Owen in motion take his defender just deep to shrug him off, and just an out pattern, real easy out pattern had Browning rolling his way, and Owen able to get in front of the defender, beat his defender right off on the cut, and that's when he was able to bring in that 13-yard touchdown catch.
Whiteman the hold for Tron. It's going to be real fun to see Browning these next couple of years. Can you imagine how good he's going to be by the time he's a senior?
Kick is good. It's the Bulldogs 35, Huskies 0.
He's fantastic, folks. We'll take a break. It's been all Bulldogs. They lead 35-0 here in the Sac-Joaquin section game of the week.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Well, folks, tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Waiting deep, Devion Holmes and Tim Love.
Another Delta River League action right now. Pleasant Grove leading Jesuit 25-21.
What is it?
25-21. So it'll be interesting when Folsom and Pleasant Grove meet at the end of the season here for the final game in Delta River League, for what should be the Delta River League championship there.
This one's going to hit the deck, which could be trouble. Oh, my gosh.
Wow, it was
Folsom
close.
had every opportunity to get it.
That was
I think
so
the Huskies,
close.
they landed on it because it bounced back towards Folsom.
Good
Pohill.
job. I like how he mentions that Pohill took the kickoff. More like just dove on it there,
yeah.
just dove. Live grenade he saw there, just dove on it, understanding what you cannot do here in this situation to Folsom.
Two receivers to each side now with big K-Mac in the backfield. Pump fakes, rolls to his right. He's going to have to throw across his body now. Picks it up and runs towards the sideline. Picks up a couple. Good coverage downfield there by the Bulldogs.
Austin Badger.
Yeah, Sheldon just working. You want to see whether or not they can use some of this clock here, a long drive.
2nd and 9, trips left. Pocket collapses, now rolls out to his left, going to tuck and run, Tebow style. Gets away from one guy, cuts upfield, close to a first down.
Nolan Merker on a keeper.
Think he'll have it.
Good
Generous spots in high school.
Yeah.
You notice that?
Right, yeah.
Anytime you think he's about 2 yards shy, he's going to be where I thought he'd spot it.
Well, now you know. Well, while there was some generous spots there during the replacement officials' time when they were calling in the NFL.
The fake refs.
Yes.
Oh, you knew after that Monday night fiasco
Oh, yeah.
that was going to be it for them. NHL actually still locked out. No Sharks action here in Northern California. Low snap, going to throw it into the flat, but he overlet him. He had him open. It would have been a first down. That one got away from Merker there. But other than that, I've been impressed. He's played a good game.
No, he has. He has. I really like that run, that prior possession. Coach Barry decided to just roll with it here. I mean, might as well just see if you can convert here this fourth down. Try to get some momentum going here for your Huskies.
4th and 2, you trail by 35. You're close to midfield. Might as well roll the dice. Trips right. Janelle in the backfield. It's a draw to Janelle. He has the first down. He could go 40. Safety to beat. Now he picks it up 34. Good pickup there. They needed 2. He picks up about 16.
Yeah, good run there by Janelle again. The draw play coming up big there for the Huskies.
And a big first down for Sheldon. To the Bulldog 26.
Folsom's laying back in coverage, and Janelle took advantage of that wide open secondary.
Well, Sheldon hasn't had a hard time rushing this year. It's kind of their MO. This time they try to run up the right guard. Nothing doing there. That's going to be a loss.
Yeah, Devin Nooner coming in.
We called Nooner's name a lot tonight.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic player on that line.
Nooner coming up right up the gut there, bringing down Janelle. But you said it, yeah. I mean, that is what they do. And Janelle is their main runner. He's got 75% of the carries there for the Huskies.
Under 7 to go, 6:45 and counting. Trips right. Janelle in the backfield. Here's the option back to Janelle. Gets a good block, cuts up side, and picks up about 5.
Yeah, getting sandwiched there at that time.
Yeah, there's some hard hitters on that Folsom defense, that's for sure. Third and 7 now from the Bulldogs 23. Merker hands it up right up the right guard. And give it to Kamak. Interesting call there on 3rd and 7. They pick up 1. Now going to be 4th and 6.
You know, if anything, you're able to drive this. We can drive this ball deep into Folsom territory. Make them have to start.
Been here a couple times.
Yeah.
Just turned it over.
Just got to get into the end zone.
Empty backfield now on 4th and 6 with 5:30 left to go in the third. And a Bulldogs 35-0 lead. Here comes the heat. They get rid of it. Oh, it's caught. 5. Touchdown, Huskies.
Touchdown.
22-yard catch and chess.
From Nolan Merker.
Susan, the recipient, and a good job of giving Merker about an extra 2 seconds to get that one off on the post pattern, and the Huskies are on the board. Impressive drive there, Joey. They go 60 yards in just over 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, he just found the receiver able to get it off right as he was getting pressure there, being Leo Loggy coming in on the blitz, but good job there, good awareness there by Merker to get it off just in time.
81 holding for David Ortiz.
Extra point is good.
Kick is good. It's Folsom 35, Sheldon 7.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Good to see Sheldon get on the board. They were knocking on the door several times, and it's nice for them to be able to punch it in.
Awaiting date.
Ortiz to kick. Huskies with a little pep in their step now after scoring for the first time tonight. Short kick taken at the 15. Trying to make a move. Gets by one guy. Gets by another. It's 35-40. Return of about 30 yards by Lemnoski. Decent field position for the Bulldogs. 5:19 left to go in the third, and a 35-7 lead for Folsom. We'll see if the Huskies can get a stop here.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, should give this defense a pep in their step. We'll see, they start hitting harder, kind of wrapping up a little bit. Get into the backfield here, which, Sheldon showed a lot more pressure in that last drive against Folsom, but Folsom using the bubble screens to get their receivers out in the open space. Got to get the coverage right here, though.
DeGuara in motion. Pitch it back to Lemnoski, and he picks up a couple.
Good job there by Sheldon here to bounce back, and I'll see if they can get some momentum here. 2nd and 6.
Rolling right. He feels so comfortable out of the pockets. He's a seasoned vet back there. There's Noble. I think that's Noble's first reception tonight.
No, well, he's got the. I thought he had the touchdown earlier.
Wasn't that Knox?
Oh, was it Knox?
Yeah,
Okay, then I had it marked incorrect.
Sheldon going to call a timeout. We'll take one as well. 4:44 left to go in the third. Bulldogs lead 35-7 here on the Sac-Joaquin High School football game of the week.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, folks, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Well, folks, tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to PlayOnSports.com/SBP. And championships in sports such as women's golf and water polo are coming up here quickly. Ben, I hope you've been doing your get your fill here.
I haven't got my haven't done any field hockey research yet. 4s across the board. Ball at the 44 with 4:44 to go. Oh, look at this! Just when you thought you have him dead in his tracks, makes it 2nd and 3rd and 4th effort. Lemnoski, the junior.
That motor does not stop for Lemnoski. Just such a hard runner. Gets to the edge and just turns on the jets, but just, does not stop churning his feet. It's a very hard runner to bring down for the defense.
Picked up 15 yards on that
there
rush.
You go.
Stay tuned for our PlayOnSports.com post-game show where Joey and I will select a player of the game. Probably will not do a player of the game interview considering we are up on the roof tonight. But we will select a player of the game that's coming up following today's game. Has a man. Oh, he dropped it. He had him open, Ellison, down the right sideline. But Joey and I will select a player of the game. That's coming up immediately following the game on the PlayOnSports.com post-game show.
Yeah, unfortunately, Pole Hill there down for the Huskies. Ellison had beaten the coverage there on Pole Hill. And this, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but, we see Pole Hill going down, but I think the injury happened on when Ellison had beaten the coverage. So, more on the routes rather, on the playing defense, playing coverage rather than on the fall. It looks like he's either favoring that left knee or ankle. One of the
I
two.
thought he might have had the wind knocked out of him and fallen on the ball.
Yeah.
But he's on his back. So
they're starting to set up here, so. able to get up.
For Sedarius Polio,
And
breaking up that play.
gets a good hand from the crowd.
He's slow to get back to his side of the field.
It'll be interesting to see if we'll see him here the rest of the evening.
It'll be 2nd and 10 when the dust settles. 4:11 left to go. Folsom on top 35-7, moving left to right on your computer screen here in Northern California and across the country and around the world on PlayOnSports.com. Empty backfield here for the youngster Browning. Very poised in the pocket. Throws across the middle. Has his man incomplete. Good coverage downfield, knocking it away at the last second. Cameron Stone, the senior.
Yeah, Stone really coming in there, doing a great job there of knocking it out of the hands there of Ellison. Had he not, that would have been a quick 6 there for Ellison. But Cameron Stone playing tough
Ball was
coverage.
thrown a little bit behind Stone. I think a better pass, and he just runs right up to it. This time they go back to Ellison, and he has it down to the 15. A first down for the Bulldogs.
Just an easy curl route there for Ellison. Had nobody in front of him. Defense really sagging on off of coverage. DBs gave him a lot of space there, so a lot of room to work with there for Ellison.
Under 4 to go. Shotgun handoff. And the powerful runner, that is Lipnowski. I don't think you can bring him down with just one guy.
No. I mean, that time it was Jonathan Sanchez on the tackle, but I think Lipnowski more ran over Sanchez, and Sanchez held on rather than Sanchez bringing him down. So some changing up the defense here as Sanchez runs off the field there for the
Huskies
Huskies.
look a little confused here as Lipnowski now set to the right in the slot. He's in motion now in the backfield with Browning. Browning rolls to his left. Pump fakes. Throws across his body. Has his man inside the 2, inside the 1. Can they push the pile? He'll be marked down at the 1 foot line.
Complete to Josiah DeGuara from Browning.
Browning just so poised outside the pocket.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, does not get rattled. Does not, for lack of a better term, freak out. Just stays in there. You know, and he's not afraid to take a hit either. I mean, he has been touched a couple of times here by Sheldon.
Here he is again, rolling out. All day to throw. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Their 6th of the game. This one, a 2-yard pass from Browning to Trace Noble. And with 2:48 left to go, it's all Bulldogs. They lead 41-7.
Just such an efficient offensive machine here, the Bulldogs. You know, they come in, they start a season, they're thinking section championship every year. Only so many programs in the area can do that, but Folsom every year is able to, you know, with the quarterback play that they have.
Yeah, it's just reload one star after another. So
and now
Troy Scene.
Yeah, now you got your quarterback here for the next 2 years after this.
We'll take a break in the action. 2:48 left to go. All Bulldogs, they lead 42-7 here on the Sac-Joaquin High School Football Game of the Week.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. And right now, I just heard the announcement all the hot food is half off there at the snack bar. So does that mean all the cold food is free?
I don't know. I'm the wrong guy to ask.
So big night here from Brownie.
Yeah, how many touchdown passes?
Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only one.
And he had 5 last week, I believe. No, 6 last week at Jesuits.
Right.
So he's got 36 on the year.
It's an
He's still
average.
got 3 games left.
Yeah, an average night here for.
Unbelievable. And
Average.
just a sophomore. Decent return, trying to fill the edge there was Rao.
Christian Rao tries to turn the corner. Hit by Josiah Navarro and Jake Corgado.
Merker on the keeper
19, Nolan
for about
Merker.
5 yards.
Tackle by 17,
Franklin leading Elk Grove right now 17-7 early in the fourth. Elk Grove playing without their quarterback, their starting quarterback here tonight.
We approach the 2-minute mark here in the third. Temperatures dipping now. It's turned into a little bit of a chilly night.
2nd and 5
Plus, we're up here in the foothills.
at the 31.
Empty backfield, good protection. Now raise some pressure and flicks it away. Did he catch that? Unbelievable. What a play by Merker. Looked like he threw that with his right hand falling out of bounds while he was hit and juggling 3 balls at the same time.
And tackle by Jake Corgado.
Well, what a play. So first down for the Huskies.
Sheldon, first down.
Trips left now with Pohill, Holmes, and our mystery man, 81. Do you have an...
Yeah,
this
we'll
time
have to.
he's rushed out of bounds.
You know, one thing that, yeah, unfortunately, we were I was unable to get the jersey change there on the from the coaches. You know, we've been talking a lot about Brownie. Merker's done a decent job here. Has not really happened to get rattled, but just not enough offensive firepower here for the Huskies.
They turned it over to. Here's a run straight up the gut. Looks like Frank Gore. He's going to go. Touchdown, Huskies. 62 yards. Straight up the gut.
Juniel lights up the board.
Juniel. Impressive there, Joey. Just a straight up the gut. Had the guard pulling. Had a huge hole he could have driven a semi through. And Janelle takes it 62 yards.
Yeah, and now scoring has really opened up here in this third quarter. We had this the 5th touchdown here of this quarter already.
Yeah, tons of offense. Oh, it's a high snap. The holder's going to try to rush for it to no ado. And it'll turn it over. There's our mystery man again, 81.
Tackle by Parker Boone and Alex White. The conversion fails, and it's 42-13.
So 123 left to go in the third. 42-13, Bulldogs on top here on the PlayOn High School Sports Network.
Folks, PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. Play on Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play on Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week. From your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Kicking off for Sheldon. David Ortiz.
Taken at the 12 by Hast. Hast takes a big hit
Hunter Hast on the return.
by McConnell. Wow.
Tackled by Keanu McConnell.
You know, I mean, watching Folsom here a few times now and twice in the last couple of weeks, you can see how a lot of the team, Folsom can really mix it up. Tonight it's been a lot of DeGuara, Leolagi, and Lipnowski. Last week it was players like Owen and Knox coming up big for Jesuit. Haven't heard a lot of Philip Carter, who's one of their big receivers, and Knox, other than that touchdown, has been relatively quiet here tonight. But Folsom's still dominating.
Low snap. Gets it away. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling towards a first down for Leolagi. Just a sophomore, too, Joey. So him, DeGuara, Browning. They had some good young position players.
Yeah, and it's just what Folsom does. They don't rebuild, they reload. And always a factor here in the Sac-Joaquin section. One of the.
But this is about as young as a team that we've covered for Folsom.
Yeah.
I mean, with the Troy Sean and
well,
those guys.
Troy Sean and Graves were both seniors when we recovered them the last couple of years, and interesting to see how Browning will develop here.
Handoff. Cross midfield. Leolagi.
Browning's already one of the Max Preps National Player of the Year watch already so far as a sophomore, and definitely one of the contenders for Sophomore of the Year.
Yeah, Graves was the California high school player of the year.
Yeah, he was the Max National Player of the Year.
Oh, that's right.
In 2010,
that's
yeah.
Right.
2nd and 2 at the 48.
Looks like Folsom going to call a timeout. Oh, that's going to be the end of the third. So one more, 3 down, 1 to go, 42-14 Bulldogs on top. You're listening to the Sac-Joaquin High School Football Game of the Week on the PlayOn High School Sports Network.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. And folks, just real quickly, getting to you some scores from around the area. Pleasant Grove leading Jesuit 31-21, 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Intercome over River Valley 21-0. That's 4 minutes in the fourth quarter. It's Vacaville leading Napa 21-7 as the fourth quarter starts. And we'll get more scores for you here throughout the night.
All right, so getting ready for the fourth quarter here. Bulldogs back into Sheldon territory where they've been for most of the night tonight. Browning wants to set up the screen. Has his man. Look at this burst of speed. The right hash.
On 2nd and 2.
Is that Will McClure?
Will McClure. Picking up
It
the
sure
first
is.
for Folsom.
McClure getting his first reception of the night. The junior
Tackled by Deshaun Noble.
takes that one for about 18 yards down to the 30-yard line. Haggart finally in on the stop for the Huskies.
Coach Richardson really getting a lot of playing time here for his underclassmen.
Hey, how about doing the same play again? This time they'll lose 5. A little too cute there, maybe. I don't want to go to the well too many times
To Will McClure.
because that was seriously the same exact play.
Came back this time ready for that one. Playing the corner on that side.
Wind picking up here at Prairie City Stadium.
Sort of in the foothills here, and so it starts to get a little breezy up here on the here on top of the press box.
Of course, Joey's got the long trek back to Lincoln after this one. The left guard this time. Smash mouth football, Leagi over the century mark on the night. And you see Folsom staying true to their game. No huddle. Spread the offense. Keep the defense on its toes. That's Folsom Bulldog football. Doesn't matter what the score is. They're going to keep their foot on the pedal of the metal the whole way.
It'll be interesting to see if Browning stays in after this
He
drive.
played the whole game last week against Jesuit. That game was out of hand early. Rush up the middle for a first. Inside the red zone, Leagi.
Nothing but first down. Another first down here for Folsom. That's what they do. Just keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 17.
How's that Wildcat to LaGuardia? That's been effective all night. DeGuara picks up about 8.
Yeah, DeGuara doing a great job in here, just running the ball, keeping things moving here for the Bulldogs. As Bulldogs, right now they're the top seed in Division II here in the if the playoffs were to start today. 2 more weeks here of league play.
Rolling right, just throws it away.
Yeah, just smart play there by Browning. I mean, the kid just really, really knows the position well, just like a seasoned vet.
Pressure from Jonathan Sanchez.
Not 35. It's not 35 yet. Oh, is it?
Inadvertent penalty flag.
Penalty marker gets picked up. Our head official tonight is Jeff Isham. Under 9 to go. All but academic here, as Folsom will go to 8-0 on the year. Sheldon's going to fall to 3-5. We'll be back at it next week with our Sac-Joaquin High School football game of the week. Check our local listings for time and kickoff time and which game we'll be doing. Run up the right guard for a couple. Lipnowski picks up the first. We got a timeout on the field.
Yeah, CIF Sac-Joaquin, CIFSacJoaquin.tv specifically. That's how they reached us here tonight. So it'll usually post a upcoming game of the week, as you said there, Ben. It'll be listed on our calendar. As league play winds down. Get ready for the playoffs in 3 weeks.
Browning on a quarterback draw. Picks up a couple. DeGuara and the Wildcat. More like the wild dog, if you will. Brian Hassler, our game day engineer, and Victor Adams, our videographer. Alongside the one and only Joey Gonzalez, I'm Ben Schneider. Happy to have you with us here tonight on our Sac-Joaquin High School football game of the week. Second game in 6 days for Folsom as they handled Jesuit on Saturday.
Second and goal at the 4.
Second and goal now at the 4. 7:30 to go. To hand up the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Harry Lipnowski from 4 yards out. And the Bulldogs now 2 points away from hitting the half-century mark. Their 7th touchdown of the evening. I believe that's 4 passing, 3 rushing. Joey's giving me the okay on that. Or is it 5 and 2? 5 passing, rushing. 2 rushing.
Close. No cigar. But none the matter here. It's all Folsom offenses that is what's going here.
Joey will be headed back to the great city of Lincoln here at the conclusion of this one.
I'm glad you're telling everybody where I live. It's actually Rockland.
Oh, Rockland. Joey will be making the trek back to Rockland, but he'll probably be listening to the KMBR, getting all the excitement from that big Giants victory. Keeping the series alive against St. Louis, going back to San Francisco for Game 6 on Sunday. Niners off this week. They played last night against Seattle in a slugfest game. They won 13-6. Did you watch that game, Joey?
I did watch that game.
I can't for the life of me figure out why Jim Harbaugh declined the safety. Did you see that at the end? Did he ever give a reason?
I never heard the post game quotes, the post game notes. But to me, it was 2.5, 6.5 dozen the other. It's I'm not one that I don't usually gamble. I don't gamble on my own team.
$800,000 switched hands on that decline alone.
Well, I didn't realize the line was at 7.5.
Right.
There you go.
Right.
So
maybe Harbaugh took the Seahawks.
I guess just trying to avoid injury, or but it doesn't matter. I mean, if you just got to hold them. If they even had Seattle onside kick that and recovered, they would have been up by 9. So.
Right. I didn't get that one, but they're off this week. Obviously, Raiders will play Jacksonville. That's a winnable game for them. There's some open space on the left side, still going. Janelle, who had that big 62-yard run.
But now I think about it, what they had onside kick, isn't it a free kick?
No, they get the ball.
Right, yeah.
So I just didn't get that.
But I'm trying to think if, or do they have the option to free kick it, right?
Right, then you just call it fair catch.
So it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know.
It just was weird to me.
It does seem a little strange to me. It harkened back to that one point, that time against the Cowboys, last season where he took the points off the board, took the penalty.
I
was really angry, upset there.
Here's Trips right. Want to throw it out in the flat. Making the first man miss and taking a big hit was K-Mac. Well, Sheldon's got some playmakers.
They do. And, you got K-Mac. You can see what Junell can do. Really does well here for this for the Huskies. And Merker, again, just does a good job there at quarterback. Unfortunately, just being matched up against Browning is really going to kind of, shouldn't diminish what he's been able to do here tonight.
Don't forget to stay tuned for our PlayOnSports.com Game of the Week post-game show. And there's a tackle for a loss, as Joey and I will select a player of the game, give you some scores from around the section. We will not be doing a player of the game interview tonight, but we will select a player of the game. That's all coming up on the PlayOnSports.com post-game show, so you don't want to miss that one. We'll catch you up on other scores, recap this one, and select a player of the game. Joey will head back to Rockland, and we'll all go into the night happy. Merker now out of the gun. 5:20 to go. Here from the rooftop of the press box here at Prairie City Stadium. Deep drop, throw across the middle. That's going to be intercepted. Sooner or later, that Bulldog defense is going to get another turnover. Their 4th takeaway of the game. 2 fumbles and 2 picks. This one just read Merker's eyes the whole way. Parker Boone with the interception. Another sophomore.
Yeah.
Another youngster.
He just plugs him in, takes him.
And these guys don't even have driver's license yet, and they're making all the big plays here tonight.
Yeah, he really stacks them. Coach Richardson really stacks them. And if you were out here, I mean, you could see, if you were out here, watching some of the JV, squad. The JV has a smaller squad, a much smaller roster as, a lot of the talented players and just certain position players just get moved up to varsity, show their talents. Just to not so much because they need to get them playing time, but to get them ready for varsity.
Sure.
For their junior year.
Oh, you got a new quarterback. Oh no, it's a Wildcat actually. DeGuara.
The new running back, though, that's the first time I've ever
Dreyfus.
seen. Yeah, Dreyfus.
Junior. He's listed as an offensive lineman, defensive lineman.
Well, why not? Just play big. Essentially just work clock here. Carter will go ahead and come back in, though. Oh, they're switching him up. Jake Morgado coming in in the slot.
Dreyfus again for about a yard.
Hit by Kendall Haggard and Jonathan Sanchez.
Interesting. The big offensive players tonight here for Folsom have all been sophomores. Bailey Leowalagi, Josiah DeGuara, and Jake Browning, of course.
3rd and 11.
Lipnowski, only a junior.
Time Trumbull.
Tristan Trumbull carries.
I think he had an older brother that played on the team. Name sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I remember calling it Trumbull last year.
McConnell coming up.
Could have been Tristan
there.
as a sophomore, but
4th down.
so 4th down.
Ben Trumbull.
Yeah,
Ben
right.
Trumbull,
Yeah. That does sound familiar. See a lot of that here. My older brother played for Folsom. I want to play for Folsom.
Oh yeah, why not? Yeah, you go to this
competitive.
Well,
LaGuardia out of the Wild Dog. Hands it off. He's going to be stuffed for a loss. They go to Olapi.
Off the right side.
Well, Daniel Graves followed David Graves.
Right.
And then
And the Sheldon defense holds
Tanner Trocine
and takes over
played
the
quarterback,
first
but his
possession.
brother Tyler Trocine was the big receiver on the 2010 championship team. Wound up going to Oregon State. Now I believe he's playing at American River. Is that correct?
What's the last name?
Trocine.
Oh,
Tyler Trocine.
I
You
don't
may know
remember
about
seeing that, but he
Complete
might not
to
play.
Sean Noble.
Oh, Oregon State's got a good team. They're undefeated this year.
Spencer
Yeah.
Bernal.
Just about a minute to go, folks. Stick with us. The band now making the descent towards the exits. Fans starting to leave with smiles on their face, at least on this side. Mention Folsom will go to 8-0 on the year. Sheldon will fall to 3-5. Here's a run up the middle. Maybe one or two more plays left in this bad boy, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Put a T-shirt on that kid. There's a little kid,
Now,
4-year-old without a T-shirt.
Now, what do you think about when you're playing in so many games that are blowouts? You're going to play better teams in the playoffs. You want to play a close game and kind of see how that goes before you reach the playoffs, right?
Well, you do, but I think their big matchup is going to come up against Pleasant Grove here at the end, the league play. Oh, I thought he had grabbed a
face mask.
Yeah,
Garrett Jackson on the stop.
But to start off the playoffs, they're going to play a 16 seed,
right?
Off the bat. So
that's probably a blowout. But then that third round
is when things will get tight.
Last play of the game, folks. Airing it out down the left sideline. Push off, got away with it. Oh, he's going to go. Could he go for the touchdown? What a way to end.
Well, they didn't
Good for the Huskies.
They did throw the flag.
Oh, because he pushed off.
Yeah, and I saw it all the way.
Yeah, that's going to be offensive interference. Can the game end on an offensive penalty? I think it can. It's a defensive penalty that can't end on.
Right. if Folsom declines a penalty, that's ball game.
Well, you don't want to. So not quite out of here yet, folks. Stick with us.
They are going to go ahead and take the penalty. So one more play.
Against Sheldon.
I'll tell you what, though, these Sac-Joaquin section playoffs are really going to be fun. I mean, they always are, aren't
Well, no,
they?
I
Yeah.
know because there's not the power. The Grant's down. Del Oro's a little bit down. So your powerhouse teams, you're going to be some teams that maybe aren't there every year. So that makes it exciting. You know Folsom's going to be there. You know Vacaville's going to be there. Pleasant Grove's going to be there. Elk Grove will probably be there.
Well, Elk Grove will be there. I mean, Elk Grove, the top-ranked team.
And ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stay tuned to the PlayOnSports.com for our post-game coverage. We'll wrap up all the action in our post-game show, and Joey and I will select a player of the game. That's coming up in just a few moments. Once again, the Folsom Bulldogs have defeated the Sheldon Huskies by a score of 49-13 on Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. And welcome back to Folsom, California, and on the PlayOnSports.com post-game show, I'm Ben Schneider alongside Joey Gonzalez. And we just saw the Folsom Bulldogs defeat the Sheldon Huskies 49-13. We've named our player of the game. Unfortunately, we're not able to do a player of the game interview since we're up on the roof, and liability, logistics reasons, we can't do that. But we've named Lucas Owen, the 5'11", 210-pound senior, as our player of the game. Caught some big third down conversions early on in the game, kind of set the table for Folsom. I believe he had a couple touchdowns as well, or at least one, right?
Yeah, he had a 13-yard catch to make it 35-0 there, and that's in the third quarter when essentially both teams scoring.
That was the nail in the coffin, essentially.
Yeah, essentially. But yeah, I mean that's Lucas Owen. He did come in big last week against Jesuit, really showing up big, huge tonight here against Sheldon. Really put Folsom here in position to win the game here.
So Folsom rolls. They go to 8-0 on the year. Sheldon hung tough. Like I mentioned, the fumble on the 30 on a nice drive, the fumble on the 5-yard line, the giving up the play at the end of the first half. The breaks weren't going their way, but I thought they played tough.
They did play tough. They hung in there, but when you give up, when you turn over the ball like they did tonight against Folsom, four turnovers, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, it really makes it for a long day to beat a team like Folsom. As you said, you got to play a perfect game against Folsom, and unfortunately, Sheldon did not have it. A lot of self-inflicted mistakes really cost them. And then, you wonder how big that last, that controversial play at the end of the half.
Yeah.
Obviously, Folsom comes in. They're a strong second-half team. But you wonder what kind of momentum that carried, negative momentum, you should say. I'll say, carried that into Sheldon carried that into the locker room. But, because at that point – before that, they, had that not been converted, it was a 14-0 halftime score.
Yeah, right.
But
any final thoughts, Joey, before we wrap things up?
No, none at all. I mean, a nice game here, ball game by Sheldon's Merker and Janelle. Janelle coming up with a big 62-yard run there at the end of the third quarter.
I thought they played well, all things considered.
They did play well. Just a quick score, looking up at the scoreboard here for folks around the area. Franklin did beat Elk Grove tonight, so the big matchup of the night. Yeah. There's going to be a new number 1 here in the area. So Franklin,
maybe Folsom,
17-7. This is
different divisions.
Different divisions.
Right.
So
because Folsom already is 1 for theirs.
Right. 17-7, and then also looking. I was trying to get a Pleasant Grove score earlier, but. Nothing to that. And I was asked a Del Oro Granite Bay score, and for whatever reason, I'm not able to get their updates here tonight. So, there we go.
That happens. Joey's on his long way back to Rockland. I'm heading back downtown. That's going to wrap it up for here from Prairie City Stadium. Once again, the Folsom Bulldogs defeated the visiting Sheldon Huskies by a score of 49-13. Be sure to check PlayOnSports.com for information and links to all of our upcoming broadcasts. For our producer, Brian Kessler, our videographer, Victor Adams, and my partner, Joey Gonzalez, I'm Ben Schneider saying so long, and we hope you'll join us next Friday night on your destination for high school sports and Friday night football, PlayOnSports.com. Good night, everybody.